साई गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
साई गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
मूषिकवाहन श्रीगणनाथं मूषिकवाहन श्रीगणनाथं पाशाकुशधर बालगजाननं
पाशाकुशधर बालगजाननं
पाशाकुशधर बालगजाननं आनन्दताण्डवनर्तन विनायकं विघ्ननाशकं विघ्नेश्वरं विनायकं विघ्ननाशकं गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
गौरीतनयं गजाननं साई गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
साई गणनायकं गणेश्वरं
मूषिकवाहन श्रीगणनाथं पाशाकुशधर बालगजाननं आनन्दताण्डवनर्तन गणपति विनायकं विघ्ननाशकं विघ्नेश्वरं विनायकं विघ्ननाशकं विघ्नेश्वरं गणनायकं गणेश्वरम् हे गिरिधारी गोपाला
हे गिरिधारी गोपाला
हे गिरिधारी गोपाला
हे गिरिधारी गोपाला
केशव माधव गोपाला
केशव माधव गोपाला
केशव नंद मुकुंद गोपाल
मुकुंद गोपाल
नंद मुकुंद गोपाल
मुकुंद गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
अंतर्यामी गोपाल
अंतर्यामी गोपाल
अंतर्यामी गोपाल
हृदय निवासी गोपाल
हृदय निवासी गोपाल
हृदय निवासी गोपाल
आओ प्यारी मुरली वाली हे गिरिधारी गोपाल
आओ प्यारे मुरली वाली दर्शन दो प्रभु गोपाल
आओ प्यारे मुरली वाले दर्शन दो प्रभु गोपाल
आओ प्यारे मुरली वाली दर्शन दो प्रभु गोपाल
हे गिरिधारी गोपाल
हे गिरिधारी गोपाल
केशव माधव गोपाल
केशव माधव गोपाल
हे गिरिधारी गोपाल
हे गिरिधारी गोपाल
नंद मुकुंद गोपाल
नंद मुकुंद गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
नवनीत चोरा गोपाल
अंतर्यामी गोपाल
अंतर्यामी गोपाल
हृदय निवासी गोपाल
हृदय निवासी गोपाल
आओ प्यारी मुरली वाली दर्शन दो प्रभु गोपाल
आओ प्यारे मुरली वाली जगत जननी शिव साई शंकरी
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 माता महेश्वरी पार्वती माँ माता महेश्वरी पार्वती माँ अभय प्रदायिनी गान विनोदिनी अभय प्रदायिनी गान विनोदिनी माता भवानी माँ जय माता भवानी माँ जय 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 कालिका पालिनी माँ जय कालिका पालिनी जगत जननी शिव साई शंकरी माता महेश्वरी पार्वती माँ अभय प्रदायिनी गान विनोदिनी माता भवानी माँ जय माता भवानी माँ जय
Offering our pranams at the feet of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Respected elders and guests, brothers and sisters, Sairam and good evening. Hearty greetings to all on this occasion of Bhogi. Customarily, as we clean our homes, discard and burn old unwanted things, let us also make efforts to clean our minds, to give up tendencies and habits that are no longer in tune with our divine selves as we strive to realize our true identities. We will commence this evening's program with Vedic invocation by the boys students of the Mandya campus, Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Niketanam. They will chant verses from the Mandukya Upanishad.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओमित्येतदक्षरमिदं सर्वम् तस्योपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवद्भविष्यदिति सर्व ओंकार एव यच्चान्यत्रिकालातीतं तदप्योंकार एव सर्वं एतद् ब्रह्मा अयमात्मा ब्रह्मा सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानो अन्तःप्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक्तैजसो द्वितीयः पादः यत्र सुप्तो न कञ्चन कामं कामयते न कञ्चन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत्सुषुप्तम् सुषुप्तस्थान एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानगण एव आनन्दमयो आनन्दभुक्चेतो मुखः प्राज्ञस्तृतीयः पादः एष सर्वेश्वर एष सर्वज्ञ एषोऽन्तर्यामि एष योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्ययो हि भूतानां नान्तः प्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं नोभयतः प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञानगणं न प्रज्ञं नाप्रज्ञम् अदृष्टमव्यवहार्यमग्राह्यमलक्षणमचिन्त्यमव्यपदेशम् एकात्मप्रत्ययसारं प्रपञ्चोपशमं शान्तं शिवमद्वैतं चतुर्थं मन्यन्ते सात्मा स विज्ञेयः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
This morning, Sadhguru first visited the Sai Sure Nutraceuticals factory to commemorate the first anniversary of its operations. Purnahuti for the Ganesha and Lakshmi Homas were offered in the Divine Presence. There was an intimate satsang with all the staff members. An outline of the work done over the last year was shared by Bharani Prasad, director of the facility. Over 1200 tons of Sai Sure has been produced over the last 1 year, which has served 3 million children through the Sri Sathya Sai Annapurna Trust. After sharings by 2 employees, Sadhguru in his divine message blessed all the staff and reminded them that their work was a holy one, as lakhs of children are being fed every day. Blessings for this good work will be conferred not only on them but their entire families as well. He then proceeded to Sri Sathya Sai Rajeshwari Academic Block to inaugurate the V.K. Pillai Central Library on the topmost floor. It is named in memory of the devoted service rendered by Professor V.K. Pillai, an accomplished orthopedic surgeon from Singapore and an ardent devotee of Bhagwan Baba. The Pillai family continues to be a great pillar of support to Sadhguru's global humanitarian mission, particularly in education and healthcare. Brother Bharat Kumar, head of projects, in his very spirited talk, shared the journey of the medical college right from the foundation to its completion today. These are pictures from this morning. Dr. Ravi Pillai spoke about his father's journey, expressing gratitude to Sadhguru for the honor of naming the library after his father and for the opportunity to be a part of this glorious mission. The Pillai family of 3 generations continue to be closely associated with the mission, and the entire family was blessed on this very special occasion. This was followed by the core project team receiving Swami's blessings. Sadhguru recalled the great service rendered by these personages, highlighting the legacy of service by Dr. C. Rajeshwari that is being carried forward by her son, Dr. C. Srinivas, of Professor V.K. Pillai that is being carried forward by Dr. Ravi Pillai and his family. He urged all the students to emulate this value of selflessness by giving up narrow-mindedness in order to do greater good to the entire world. Just as Lord Krishna used Arjuna as his instrument to establish dharma, the Sai mission has several such stalwart devotees who have contributed immensely to the sacred cause of service and spirituality to humanity. Late Sri Indulal Shah Ji and Srimati Sarla Indulal Shah were pioneers of the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization. Today happens to be the Punya Tithi of Sarla Ma, and she was somebody who worked tirelessly for the upliftment of women and children. The Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital is named in her honor and was inaugurated on this day in 2018. This evening, we will be commemorating the 6th anniversary celebrations of the hospital. We will now have a short video showcasing the various services provided and the impact of the hospital on countless lives. May we have the video, please?
A hospital dedicated to the service of the nation started with very simple beginnings at the remote village of Muddenahalli in the holy precincts of Sathya Sai Grama. It was christened Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital to symbolize the potency of what the coming together of divine grace and a devotee's devotion can achieve. Late Mrs. Sarla Indulal Shah was an ardent devotee of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, who dedicated all her life for the service and upliftment of women and children through the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organizations ever since the late 60s. Thus, the Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital was named after her, and ever since 2018, the hospital has flourished in stages, not only in its infrastructure and facilities, but also in terms of the number of lives it has restored and healed selflessly without charging even a penny from the patients.
We started our hospital like an outpatient in 2017. By 2020, all the departments were established, giving all multi-speciality services which are required to start a medical college.
This 360-bedded hospital currently has about 6 well-equipped operation theatres, and all the services are being rendered with utmost dedication by a team of over 146 doctors and about 395 other staff members.
Earlier, there were OPDs of around 450, but now you can see it has increased to 1,000 to 1,200 per day. The poorest of the poor coming here, the food should be given free to the patients as well as to one of the attendant who comes along with him.
Patients are very grateful just because of Swami's abundant grace. I emphasize proper treatment, proper diet, as well as some spiritual practice so that they can control their stress aspects more.
ఇక్కడ నుంచి 10 కిలోమీటర్లు అవుతుంది మా ఊరు. మొదలు మాకు కొంచెం జాస్తి ఉండే షుగరు. ఇక్కడ వచ్చి నుంచి ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ సమస్య మాకు ఏమీ లేదు, నార్మల్గా ఉన్నాం సార్, ఇక ఆరోగ్యంగా ఉన్నాం ఇక్కడ వచ్చి నుంచి.
With a robust cath lab facility, the hospital commenced its services for heart care for both adults and children, together with its sister hospital, Shri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Centers for Child Heart Care in November 2022. A blood bank and CT scan facility were also inaugurated in January 2023.
लेकिन बहुत से ऐसे जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं है, जिनको पता नहीं कि हॉस्पिटल ऐसा इलाज होता भी है, नहीं गरीबों का भी इलाज हो सकता है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. मैं क्या बताऊँ, चमत्कार मतलब चमत्कार ही है. मतलब साईं बाबा मेरे भगवान के जैसे ही हैं, जो मेरे बच्चे का नया जन्म, हम सोचते हैं कि इसका नया जन्म दोबारा जन्म लिया है.
ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದು ಆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಡ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕುಟುಂಬದವ್ರು ಸಹ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಆ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಸರ್ ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ ಬನ್ನಿರಿ, ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾವೇ ಅವರೇ ಪಾಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಕವರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ತುಂಬ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಥರ ಸಹಾಯ ಸಿಗೋದು ತುಂಬ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಸಿಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
The most noteworthy aspect of this hospital is that it is India's first free teaching hospital for India's first free private rural medical college, the Shri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, on 25th of March 2023. Catering to 300 inpatients every single day, this hospital is sure to offer a good amount of case mix, caseload, and training for the medical students, which includes MBBS, nursing, and paramedical students.
You are the first batch of doctors and health professionals and the devotees and everybody else who are venturing out in this area of giving free medical education. That's going to change everything the way it is done in the healthcare field today. That will be perhaps the crown jewel of the healthcare mission of Sai.
Keeping the national cardiac disease burden and the disparity of non-availability of specialty health service for the rural citizens, a well-equipped department of cardiology, cardiovascular and thoracic surgery center has been established. This addition of dedicated cardiac OT, ICU, heart-lung machine, etc. to the teaching hospital is all set to give a new lease of life to the underserved district and surrounding regions.
The disease burden in our country is rapidly increasing in cardiac health. To address these issues, we are coming up with the exclusive research center in cardiac care and the world's first free heart valve bank. Dear colleagues, I request you all to join this noble mission, as you need not be a cardiac surgeon to save 1 billion hearts.
On this very auspicious day, I feel very happy and I feel very satisfied with what is already happening at Sarla Memorial Hospital, which is the result of fruit of labor of so many people from around the world, not just who are here but those who have participated in some way or the other. But how do we retain and maintain this culture of kindness, which is unique to our institutions? Apart from being free, apart from being high quality, being an institution with a heart, that is something that is unique to us, and that has to be taught to the next generation.
Basavaraj Garu had triple vessel disease with reduced heart function. We have done bypass surgery 3 days ago, a triple bypass on beating heart. 3 days after the surgeries, he is being discharged. So this is a marvelous result. That's why I am encouraging people that primarily you should not need bypass surgery by way of preventive lifestyles and not come to have coronary artery disease. But in case if somebody needs a bypass surgery in today's era, it is very, very safe. And here at Sarla Memorial Hospital, we have started the program on 1st of January in terms of cardiac surgery. We have done around 7 bypass surgeries and valve replacement, and all the patients are doing well.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which talk about good health and well-being for all by achieving universal healthcare coverage, is possible only when we give for free something as fundamental a right as healthcare without any discrimination and conditions. We believe in taking refuge in the wisdom of the ancient Indian culture that delivered healthcare completely free of cost for all in the society, and thereby restore these values in the greater idea, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family. Sure enough, the Shri Madhusudan Sai Global Humanitarian Mission, under the guidance and leadership of Shri Madhusudan Sai, will see many a sunrise each beginning with new eyes, bringing hope, love and joy in the lives of many forever and ever.
We now invite Dr. A.R. Raghupati, Director Medical Education, to give the introductory remarks and also to present the annual report of the Hospital and Medical College.
Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Divine Masters. Respected Srinivas Sir, esteemed guests, dear doctors, dear students, and beloved members of Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital. Sai Ram, a warm good evening to you all. It is with immense joy and gratitude I stand before you today to celebrate yet another milestone in the incredible journey of our Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital. Today marks the 6th anniversary of this noble institution that stands as a beacon of hope, healing, and compassion in our community. As we gather here, let us take a moment to reflect the vision and the teaching of our beloved founder, Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai. His profound wisdom and unwavering commitment to selfless service have laid the foundation for the hospital, a sanctuary where the principles of love, compassion, and healing converge. Now, let us look at our roadmap and the beautiful journey of so far in the last 1 year. Our hospital staff strength has reached to 623 from 323 of last year. Today, there are 144 doctors on the board. We established 26 clinical and academic departments and 15 operational departments. With the blessings of Sadhguru, we got NMC approval for the world's first absolutely free medical college. We got the permission for 100 MBBS seats, which was later reduced to 50 seats as per our request. We also started 5 DNB courses, having 12 postgraduate seats. Another feather in the cap, on March 25th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji visited our campus and inaugurated this college. Cath lab, blood bank, and CT scan were established in a record time of 10, 20, and 30 days respectively. Very recently, we established the cardiothoracic and vascular surgery department, and now regular adult and pediatric cardiac surgeries are being conducted. An exclusive ophthalmology operation theatre is established in Rajeshwari block. A new ICU ward is designed and expanded. We have started 9 Sai Swasthya clinics at various places to connect the distant patients. All these things have happened because of blessings and guidance of our beloved Sadhguru, who is the embodiment of love and compassion. Last year, we have treated 319,654 as outpatients. This is 42% increase from the previous year. We have treated 15,056 inpatients. This is 53% increase from the previous year. We have operated 6,469 patients. This is 50% increase from the previous year. We have treated 1,221 very critical patients in ICU, and 351 premature babies were treated in NICU. All these things happened because the hospital is a temple where the presiding deity is Swami. He guides, blesses, treats, and heals all those who come here. We are merely instrument in his hands. On one side, number of patients being benefited is skyrocketing. On the other side, each patient is developing a sense of gratitude and the families are being transformed. As we celebrate anniversary, let us rededicate ourselves to the noble cause that unites us, the cause of alleviating suffering and the promoting well-being. Recently, our dear Murthy Anna quoted an economist who said, "The poverty is not only the lack of resource, more so the lack of opportunity." But I would like to add to it that the deepest poverty is unwillingness to utilize the availability of opportunity. What is availability opportunity? That is immense seva opportunity of our beloved Swami has given to all of us through these three verticals of health, education and nutrition. Let us use every opportunity to recognize and promote these compassionate and selfless services. As our Swami always says, reward for good work is more good work. Let us do more good to more people in more ways. Let the spirit of selfless service continue to guide our actions and inspire many others to join us on this sacred journey. My dearest students, each one of you must maximize the use of this great opportunity that Sadhguru has provided to you all. As we look into the future, let us envision an even brighter tomorrow for Sri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital. May we continue to expand our reach, touching the lives of more individuals and communities with the healing power of love and compassion. Together, let us strive to make positive impact on the health and well-being of those we serve. I extend the deepest gratitude to all our team members, the medical staff, support personnel, volunteers, and community at large. Your commitment has been the driving force behind our achievements, and your dedication is the reason why we continue to thrive. Thank you all for being part of this incredible journey. To be a part of this wonderful, magnanimous project of Sadhguru is a great fortune. On this day, I, along with my entire staff and students, would like to offer our heartfelt gratitude and reverence to our dearest Sadhguru. Thank you, Swami, for holding each one of us, guiding and guarding both internally and externally, thereby helping us to evolve and grow in this journey of life. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Value systems are what makes and defines humans. Therefore, human values must be a way of our life, integral to our very being. The Institute of Human Values offers online courses tailored for professionals in all walks of life, covering healthcare, education, Indian culture and spirituality, to name a few. And these are available online to everyone free of cost. This evening, we have staff members from the hospital who have completed some of these courses and will receive their certificates from Sadhguru. As I call out the names, we request them to please come on stage. For the course Compassionate Healthcare, we have Dr. Subbalakshmi Krishnaswamy. She is the senior most physician at the hospital and one of the most dedicated servitors of Bhagwan. Next we have Ms. Suchitra Ravindran, Senior Dietitian. Ms. Nayana S., Assistant Lactation Educator. Ms. Varsha KN, IT Staff. Dr. A.R. Raghupati, Director of the Medical College. Dr. Abhishek KM, Chief Intensivist. Under Mindful Teaching, we have Dr. Padma Shri R., Professor and Head of Department, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Sapna Purushottam, Associate Professor, General Surgery. Dr. Akkaraju N.V. Prasad, Professor and Head of Department, Radiology. We also have with us 5 students from the Manipal University who completed a 6-month training program at our hospital as part of their internship in dietetics and nutrition. They will be receiving their internship certificates from Sadhguru. May we call upon Prarthana, Nishkala, Salonika, Amruta, and lastly Anjana. This evening, 2 students of our medical college will be sharing their thoughts and learnings with us. The first speaker is Gautami Pai, pursuing her first year MBBS. She hails from a small town called Vitla in Dakshina Kannada district of Karnataka. Gautami Pai.
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Swami. Respected elders, teachers, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram and good evening. Today, I stand before you as the student of this prestigious university established by Sadhguru himself. I feel privileged and blessed for having been bestowed with the opportunity to study here where both culture and tradition are given importance. I would like to share a small connection experienced in my childhood. I had got the photo of Sri Sathya Sai Baba from somebody whom I didn't even know. I would carry that photo along with me in my bag. For a long time, I had that photo, and I would often pray to it. Suddenly, the photo was lost. I did not ponder much about it. After 5 years, when I first visited this place, somebody presented me the photo of Sadguru. Soon my heart connected to the photo of Sri Sathya Sai Baba that I had lost. This was the first time I experienced the intensity of the blessings showered on me, and that has proved me it is all divine plan. Since my upbringing was similar to the values that we practice here, I did not get difficult. I try my best to participate in all the activities that we have in our college. I was passionate about march past and sports. This sports meet has given me the opportunity to be the part of March Past. March Past is the best way of experiencing the harmony because all of us try to synchronize to every beat. The uniqueness of our college is not just being a free medical college, but the prominent part is that we, being the MBBS students who are supposed to be busy only in their studies, are provided with the opportunity to study about our scripture, culture and tradition. This makes us stand apart from all other MBBS colleges. I would like to share my learnings regarding Paravidya classes. Before, I would get angry often for small things. Sadhguru's discourses and Paravidya classes has helped me to introspect and analyze on my personality. Then I realized that I need to work on my anger. From then on, whenever I get angry, I remember Sadhguru's words, Sthita Prajna, and try not to get angry. This tiny habit that I cultivated in my life has helped me a lot and is bringing a lot of changes. My parents are very happy that I am studying here and learning many beautiful things. Swami, by listening to your discourses, I am convinced that spiritual foundation is very important to lead a able, noble and a stable life because it is only through stability our nobility and ability will be useful. I wish and pray that all the learnings here will make me a good doctor. Sadhguru, I pray to you to give us strength to always keep others first and ourselves last in whatever work we do. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Next speaker is Mohan DP, pursuing his first year BSc in nursing. He hails from Hassan district and will address us in Kannada.
ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಾಯಿರಾಮ್. ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯ ದಿವ್ಯ ಪಾದಪದ್ಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ವಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಸಹೋದರ ಸಹೋದರಿಯರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಂತರಾಳದ ಸಾಯಿರಾಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಕರ ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮೋಹನ್. ನಾನು ಹಾಸನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಬೇಲೂರು ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಹಳೆಬೀಡಿನ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಗ್ರಾಮದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಸೇರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 6ನೇ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡೆ. 6ರಿಂದ ಅಂದರೆ 6th ನಾನು 12th ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಆ ಓದುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯ ನನಗಾಯಿತು. ನಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಮತಣ್ಣ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರವಿಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಂಜರೇಕರ್ಣ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಥವಾ ಸರಳಮ್ಮ ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಅಂಶಗಳು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತವಾದವು. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಗಾಧವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋವಂಥದ್ದು, ಕರಿಷ್ಯ ವಚನಂತವ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದಂಥ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ. ನೀನೊಬ್ಬ ನನ್ನೊಡನೆ ಜಗವೆಲ್ಲ ಎದುರಾಗಿ ಭಯವೇನು ಗುರುವೇ, ನೀನೊಬ್ಬ ಇರದಿರಲು ಜಗವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಸುಖವೇನು ಗುರುವೇ ಅನ್ನುವೊಂದು ದೃಢವಾದ ಧೈರ್ಯ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತವಾದವು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನನ್ನ 2nd PUC ಮುಗಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇತ್ತ ಕಡೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ನನ್ನ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ನನ್ನ ಆಸೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು, ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಆಸೆನೂ ಕೂಡ. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಪುಟ್ಟಪರ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 1994ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಟ್ಟಪರ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರೀ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಅಗಾಧವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಭಾವವನ್ನು ತುಂಬಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳ ನಂತರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಗುಣಮುಖವಾದ ನಂತರ ಅವರು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಈಶ್ವರಾಂಬ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ನನಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ನೆರವು ಬಂತು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಡ ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಿಗೆ ನೆರವಾಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮನದಾಸೆ, ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥವಾದಂಥ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿತು. ಆ ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥವಾದ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಈಗ ನನಸಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಶಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪರವಿದ್ಯದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪರಾವಿದ್ಯೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ಭಗವಂತ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಹಂ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಹಂಕಾರವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ಭಗವಂತ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಎಂದು ತತ್ವನ ನಾವು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಈ ಪರವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪರವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಆಪದುದ್ಧರಣ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ, ಶರೀರೇ ಜರ್ಜರೆ ಭೂತೆ ವ್ಯಾಧಿಗ್ರಸ್ತೆ ಕಳೇವರೆ ಔಷಧಂ ಜಾನವಿತೋಯಂ ವೈದ್ಯೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ರೋಗ ರುಜಿನಗಳು ಬಂದು ನರಳುತ್ತಿರುವ ಆ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಗಂಗಾ ತೀರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮನಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧಿಯನ್ನು ನಾರಾಯಣನೇ ವೈದ್ಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಆ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆ ಶರೀರವು ಪುನರ್ಜನ್ಮವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ಗುಣಮುಖ ಹೊಂದಿ ಆ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಶರೀರ ಮಧ್ಯಂ ಕಲುಧರ್ಮ ಸಾಧನಂ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಧರ್ಮವಾದ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು ಈ ಶರೀರ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದದ್ದು. ಈ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಹನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿ ವಾಹನ ಓಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಚಾಲಕನನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಪರಿಣಿತ ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಚಾಲಕ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಾಹನವನ್ನು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ನನ್ನು ಅವನ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅವನ ಗುರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಲುಪಲು ಅಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗ್ತಾನೋ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮನಸ್ಸುಳ್ಳಂಥ ಆತ್ಮ ಹದಗೆಟ್ಟಿ ಹೋಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಸೇವೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು ವಿಫಲವಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಥ ಹದಗೆಟ್ಟಿ ಹೋಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಇಂಥ ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಉಳ್ಳಂಥ ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಾಗ, ಶ್ರೀಮನ್ ನಾರಾಯಣನೇ ರೋಗಿ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ ಎಂಬ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಗಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ ಎಂಬ ತತ್ವವನ್ನು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರೇ ಎಂದು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನೋಡುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಕಾಯ ವಾಚ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಸದುಪಯೋಗವಾಗುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉಪಕರಣವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಳಿ ಇರುತ್ತೇವೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯರಾಗಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಆ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಔಷಧಿ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ಆ ಶ್ರೀಮನ್ ನಾರಾಯಣನೇ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದು ಬಂದು ವೈದ್ಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸದಾವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಜನರ ಸೇವೆಯೇ ಜನಾರ್ದನ ಸೇವೆ ಎಂದು ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ನಿಶ್ಚಿಂತವಾಗಿ ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಜನರ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಭಗವಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ ಮತ್ತು ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಎಂಬ ಭರವಸೆ ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀವು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬುತ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಏನೇನಿದವೋ ಆ ಆಸೆ ಕನಸುಗಳನ್ನು ನನಸು ಮಾಡುವಂಥವರಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಮುನ್ನುಗ್ಗುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯುಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ದಯಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಎಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ಶ್ರೀ ಸತ್ಯಸಾಯಿ ಸರಳ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗದ ಸರಳ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನೀವು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅಥವಾ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸ್ತೇವೆ ಎಂದು ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಸಾರ್.
To quickly summarize, Mohan shared how he was inspired to pursue medical education. Many years ago, his father had undergone a cardiac surgery at Baba's hospital in Puttaparthi. Touched by the care and love he received there, he prayed for his children to be blessed to be a part of such a noble mission. Mohan also shared that Sadhguru's teachings are enabling him to develop compassion for all, and he concluded by saying that he is striving to recognize the divinity in each patient who walks through the door and to serve them with love. This evening, we also have one of our senior faculty members address us, Dr. Kulbhushan Bali. After completing his medical education in India, specializing in otolaryngology and head and neck surgery at various prestigious institutions in Switzerland, Canada, and Germany. With close to 40 years of experience in surgery and training, he specializes in endoscopic procedures, skull-based surgery, and hearing restoration surgeries. Upon Sadhguru's command, he and his wife, Dr. Namita Bali, left their careers spanning 35 years in the Middle East and moved to Muddenahalli. He currently serves as head of the ENT department and additional medical superintendent at the medical college. Dr. Bali, please.
Om Sai Ram. Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Swami, respected Srinivas sir, my brothers, sisters, my sons and daughters, Om Sai Ram. Happy Makar Sankranti, Happy Lohri, Happy Bihu to all of you. I stand here before you today with a heart filled with gratitude and joy as we gather here to celebrate the anniversary of Shri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital. It's a great honor for me to be a part of this remarkable journey, and I'm deeply privileged to share my experiences and reflections with you. I have been told to narrate my journey to this ashram. My journey towards this hospital has been nothing short of transformative. Me and my wife were working outside India in one of the best hospitals of the world with hefty salaries and other perks and benefits. One day, a thought came to both of us that because of Swami's grace, this society has given us everything which we never expected. But what we have given to our society back, especially to our brothers and sisters of our country who come from a weaker section of the society and on whom we practice our surgical skills during our medical studies. We have a debt against them and we should repay it back. We thought that Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital will be a good platform to fulfill our desire. By Swami's grace, during this period, some of other miracles also happened with us, which boosted our desire to come here full-time, and we gave our 3 months resignation notice from our job. When the news reached the administration of the hospital, they immediately called us and asked the real cause of our resignation from the job. They thought that we want more salary, and they offered us a good hike in our salaries and perks. They were surprised when I explained them that we are going not because of that reason, but want to do some social service without any salary and want to work honorary. Even they asked me to work in their own country itself and were ready to provide all the facilities to us to do the honorary service there. But we humbly told that we want to do it for our own countrymen on whom we learned our surgical skills. I have a debt against my country people and I want to repay it back. The health minister himself was very much impressed and said that he support us because we are going for a noble cause and gave us assurance that whenever we want to come back anytime, we can join back with all our seniority. Here I want to mention that for 35 years, I worked outside India in different countries where the laws are very, very strict for medical negligence and heavy punishment is there if you are found guilty during your medical practice. I feel so proud to say that in spite of doing all types of complicated head and neck, base of skull, and otolaryngological surgeries, there was not even a single medical negligence case against me. It is not because that I am an extraordinary surgeon or my skills are great. It is just because that I always felt that I am just an instrument of my Swami and the surgeries are being performed by him and not by me. It is mere Swami's grace on me that I never faced any inquiry against me throughout my career. So finally, after resigning our job abroad, we came permanently to Muddenahalli in November 2019. My wife came little earlier. She came here in 2018 February because Swami did not allow me to join along with her. I did not know the reason because of that, but later there was a strong reason for that, which I realized afterwards. When we came here, there were only 3 to 4 rooms and only 4 doctors in the hospital. But within a span of 1.5 years, this hospital has grown so much that now all types of major surgeries are being performed here. I was privileged to do the first major surgery at this hospital in 2022. Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital is not an ordinary hospital. The moment you step in the hospital, you feel profound commitment to healing and compassion, and that has become guiding light for us. The hospital's dedication to the principles espoused by our Sadguru has been a source of inspiration, motivating us to contribute our skills and efforts towards a noble cause. The swastika shape of the hospital is figuratively and in reality a witness to the auspiciousness. And numerous miracles are happening every day here, which is changing lives of people who are suffering. I have several examples which I witnessed myself, but here I'll give 2 such examples. First example is a very recent one. I was in the operation theater and our neurologist, Dr. Suresh Kotapala, he brought a young boy to me and said, "Doctor, I know that you are very busy, but just see, something is wrong with this boy." He came to me with fits and he was having seizure fits. And when I saw the boy, he had a history of ear discharge and there was swelling on the right side of the neck. I examined the child and the disease of ear was a dangerous type. Immediately we admitted the patient. Patient was brought by his mother. Father was not there. I said, okay, then we got the CT scan done. To our surprise, we saw the bony plate which separates the brain with the ear was totally damaged. The base of the skull bone was already eroded and the pus has drooled down to the neck and collected there. I thought something else is also there. We got a venous CT scan done, and to our surprise, the whole side of the right side of the brain, the venous drainage was occluded. There was no drainage from the right side of the brain. I took permission from our Swami, and after his yes, we operated the patient. Rather, Swami operated him, and we saw that the major vessel, the major vein, which is draining the blood from the right side of the brain, was totally thrombosed. We opened, and that was the first major surgery, brain skull surgery we did in our hospital here. We opened that vessel, removed the thrombus, sutured it back, and after 7 days, the patient was discharged back. Why I am narrating this story of this small boy here? I have done this type of surgeries before also, but why I am narrating? Because the patient was brought by his mother. Father was not there. So before surgery, we wanted to take a consent. So many times I told the mother to bring the father so that we can take the consent and we can explain the seriousness of the disease. But father did not come. Then we sent a special messenger, and father was brought to us. And the moment he came, Swami, he started weeping. And he said something in Kannada in my ears. I could not understand Kannada, so I just told someone to translate it. And he said, tell doctor, please don't ask money from me, because I have already been admitted at 3 hospitals, and all my money is drained, and all my fields and all, I have mortgage. So please don't ask money for me. So Swami, that time I thought about you, that you are thinking about the people for whom nobody is thinking. Swami, my humble pranams to you. Second example is one professor of English came to us, and his wife said that, doctor, my husband was a professor in the university, and he started losing his voice for the last 6 months. First, there was a change in the voice, and now he cannot speak. All the students, they started teasing him, and when he could not speak, he lost his job also. So please do something. We had been to other places, and the cost of the surgery is in lakhs. We cannot afford it. Swami, we operated him also. His voice was restored back, and he got his job back, and he came, and personally he thanked all our faculties. So presently, we are doing different types of major and complicated surgeries at our hospital in almost all the specialties. And by Swami's grace, our complication rates are almost negligible. After coming here, only I realized that there are a lot of other things also which I have to learn. Paravidya classes by Swami himself during COVID was an eye-opening experience for me, and it really shaped my life. My Ashtavakra body became straight after those classes. It reminds me of one of the dohas of Sant Kabir Das ji. Guru Kumhar Shishu Kumbh hai, ghad ghad kaadhe khot, andar se de asra, bahar mare chot. So the meaning thereby that Guru is like a potter who shapes the raw earthen pitcher by giving gentle strokes from outside while giving support with other hand from inside to prevent any damage. These classes really transformed my life. Working at Shri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital has been an incredible experience, and I am humbled to be a part of the team that functions not just as colleagues, but as a closely knit family. In this hospital, we don't merely treat patients, but we extend a compassionate hand, a listening ear, and a comforting presence to those who come to us in times of need. This sense of unity, shared purpose, and the commitment to serve with love sets us apart, creating a healing environment that goes beyond medical treatments. Our collective efforts have turned this hospital into a beacon of hope for the community we serve. The unwavering commitment to providing quality health care to all, regardless of their background or financial status, exemplifies the ideals we hold. One of the hallmarks of our journey together has been the honest and judicious utilization of the hospital facilities for the welfare of the society. We recognize the responsibility that comes with the resources at our disposal, and we strive to ensure that they are used effectively to reach those who need it the most. It is not just about treating illness, it's about creating a healthier and happier society. Sometimes we also do face some problems, but our Swami is guiding us every time, and with his guidance, we always come up with satisfying and amazing solutions. He only taught us that there should be some friction on the road and to move the vehicle forward. If the road as well as the tires of the vehicle are made up of a smooth glass without any friction, then it will be difficult for our vehicle to move forward. Likewise, there must be some hardship in our lives also to move the vehicle of our life in the right direction. It is heartening to witness the impact of our work as we touch the lives of those in our care, making a positive difference in their health and well-being. Swami, here I want to narrate an incident from our history. Once a disciple of Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked him that, Guruji, who is the real Guru? Who is the real warrior? who is the real Mahapurush? Guru Gobind Singh Ji replied in a poem, जो करे दीन के हेत सूरा सोही सूरा सोही, जो लड़े दीन के हेत सूरा सोही सूरा सोही, जो करे दीन के हेत. I shall translate it in English. One of the disciples of Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who is the real Guru? Who is the real warrior? Who is the real Mahapurush? Guruji explained that real identity of a Guru, Mahapurush and a warrior is that who does good for the welfare of poor and oppressed. Swami, you have all these qualities. Hence, I consider you as my real Guru. You serve the underserved, you reach the unreached, and provide privileges to the unprivileged. You work for nameless, voiceless, and moneyless people. As we celebrate this anniversary, let us not only reflect on the achievements of the past, but also renew our commitment to the noble mission that unites us. Together, as a united family and team, let us continue to embody the values that define Shri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital: compassion, selfless service, and love. In conclusion, I express my deepest gratitude to each member of this extraordinary family and the leadership by our Sadguru who guides us, and to all those who support our mission. May Shri Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital continue to be a beacon of healing, hope, and love for many more years to come. Swami, I am just a horseshoe of the horse of chariot of your mission. And today, on this occasion, I request you to give us the strength to take this chariot of your mission of love, compassion, and service forward to new heights. With these words, I conclude. Sai Ram.
Thank you, sir. In the likes of Dr. Bali, the hospital has several dedicated doctors who offer their services on an honorary basis. We take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to them, and this evening, Sadhguru will be felicitating 4 senior doctors. First, we have Dr. H.V. Venkatesh, senior cardiologist. He hails from this very district of Chikbalapur and has served in various parts of the country. After a long illustrious career, he retired from the Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiology, Bangalore. He was the first physician from non-teaching cadre in Karnataka to specialize in cardiology. Next, we have Dr. Prakash, senior orthopedic surgeon. In his extensive career of more than 50 years, he has served in various hospitals across Karnataka, including the ESI Hospital, Boring and Lady Curzon Hospital, and Sanjay Gandhi Institute of Trauma. He worked as a consultant for National Ambulance Services, Telemedicine and Radiology at the National Health Mission, Bangalore. He has been involved in conducting free medical camps through the Sai Seva organizations. Next, we have Dr. H.C. Ramesh, an ENT surgeon. He has worked closely with several public health programs in the Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Karnataka, including being its director. He is the founder trustee of Bangalore ENT Trust, which institutes gold medals for medical students under the Rajiv Gandhi University for Health Sciences. And lastly, we have Dr. Gopal Rao, a senior pediatrician. He hails from a rural agricultural family, and through his long, illustrious career, he has been passionately serving rural areas of Karnataka. He made significant contribution during his tenure in the Department of Family Planning. As a pediatrician and district head, he was responsible for the success of the Pulse Polio program. An ardent devotee of Sadhguru, he has been an active volunteer at the diabetic and hypertensive camps at the hospital. May we request all the 4 physicians to kindly come forward for a group photograph, please. Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence strives for academic excellence and the pursuit of knowledge in all spheres. Therefore, it encourages students and faculty members to pursue research programs towards the betterment of society. On this auspicious evening, we are happy to share that the university will be launching a journal titled Awareness. May we now request Sai Krishna from the Examinations Department and Professor Totatri Venugopal, Dean, Research and Innovation and Registrar Evaluation, Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, to present the journal for release to Sadhguru. Awareness is a multidisciplinary, open access research journal supported by an internationally based editorial board. It aims to promote novel findings and deeper insights across all fields of human knowledge, provides space for creative ideas and investigations in all scientific disciplines, arts and humanities, and business and commerce as well. Consistent with our university's policy, no publication charges will be levied to any authors or contributors, and web-based open access will be available to all subscribers free of any cost. May we now request Dr. C. Srinivas, Chairman, Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Global Chain of Hospitals, to address us, please.
Most revered and dearest Swami, sisters and brothers from the Sarla Memorial Hospital, faculty and beloved students from the Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences, and dear students and faculty of the university, sisters and brothers gathered here on this auspicious occasion of Makara Sankranti and Bhogi. To me, sitting, hearing and assimilating all that has happened in the last few years from the commencement of the hospital was so overwhelming and so moving. What must have begun as a small step in serving the sick and needy, today in a period of 6 years has grown into such a strapling of an institute, bringing so many who were destined to come and serve here, and of course, destined to come and be served here. all the talks given by right from the students to those who spoke and ending with dear brother Bali was so illuminating and refreshing. What becomes the natural statement of truth here is none of us come here as an option. We are all here in the answering of a calling to come and be brought here and to be a part of this is not a matter of choice for us. It is a matter of blessedness and a grace given by the divine to be here. धन्य भाग्य हो जो सेवा का अवसर पाया. It is only given to the fortunate, to the blessed, to pick up opportunities of service. It is only given to the blessed to get served in institutions like this. And that is why the uniform narrative here is, in this poorly termed word, hospital, there are no careers, there are no jobs, there are only answers of a calling which become opportunities of blessedness for all of us. And I think that is the cardinal virtue that each one of us live by and should continue to pick up. Because when you answer a calling, when you believe your life is a calling, then you will see that you don't do the best. You don't even strive to do the best, because the best is ordinary. You strive to go beyond that, because to serve the divine, you have to be better than the best. And that is the pursuit of achievement that Swami instills in all of us who wish to serve the thousands and millions that come to us. To me, sisters and brothers, the Sathya Sai Sarla Memorial Hospital now, all right, as Baliji mentioned, is a swastik-shaped hospital and a hospital with walls. But I think each one of us must remember and tell ourselves, Sarla Memorial Hospital has no walls. It is the only institute that has no walls to itself, because Swami guides us that we live in a world without walls. When we have to be prepared to live in a world without walls, that is why we say love all, serve all. We also work in institutions that don't have walls. And I think that is a truth we should all live by. Because if you're a student or a faculty in the medical college, or a faculty or one that is served in Sarla Memorial, we must remember that we live in an institution that does not have walls, and we live in a world also that does not have walls. I'm particularly mentioning this because today the world is at a confluence inflection point wherein the future is so dynamic and dramatic. What was taught in medical schools or in institutions of education are so different because of the progress that we have made in every field of learning, and especially multiple intermeshing of schools of learning that is happening today. I also said that Sarla is an institution without walls for a specific purpose. Because all Swami's institutions which are spread all across the country and the world today belong to Sarla. And I think that is something each one of you should know. That you are not part of an institution in Muddenahalli within this holy presence in this four-walled institute. You are a part of a greater whole. And the greater whole is a world without walls where Swami is taking us. He's taking us and showing us the wide spectrum that exists in the world today, because there are many worlds within the world that we live in. Swami, I'm just coming from Jharkhand, which was where I was. And if I might also add to the recounting of examples, I think this will startle you that in a district in Jharkhand where we work, which is called Saraikela, we gave birth to a mother of a tribal child, of a tribal woman in our center there. And within 10 days that the child was born, sadly, it was found that it had a congenital heart defect. Now, what I want you to just pay attention to is when I said that there are many worlds in the world that we live in, it was decided that we will put this family on what is called a vehicle of transport, which you might laugh when I say, a train. Sisters and brothers and dear students, especially of the medical college, have you ever heard that on the day of 14th January 2024, there are people in our country who have not heard the word train. They have not seen a train. They were shocked and had to be counseled that a train is a vehicle of transport that takes you from point A to point B. When we said we had to book a ticket, it took us half a day to convince them that they were not sent out of this world, but sent to another center in another part of this country for a surgery. Can you believe it, any one of you sitting here, that a set of people do not know what a train is? This is the world we live in, and this is a world without walls that we will be serving. That the child went to our Bombay center and a brilliant surgery was done there, like millions are served here in our centers, is what Swami is preparing us for. Swami is preparing us, my dear sisters and brothers, also to take the class of work that happens within the four walls of Sarla to the vast masses of the geography that exist in the four corners of our country and the world. It is important that all of us here know, and primarily the medical college students know, class education, class healthcare becomes meaningful when it goes to the mass. Taking class to the mass is what Swami is doing. We begin with the four-walled institutions where we do class work, we learn things that are not yet being taught. I might just add to some of the benefits of the gynecologists that in this remote part of Jharkhand where we work, we take a smear of the first trimester of the woman who is pregnant. And can you believe it, that just that little smear, when it is put into sequencing, you can predict the entire pregnancy, the entire state of birthing that the mother will be having, and even predict how the child is going to be born, if it will have any congenital defects or not. Look at the advancements that are happening in the world that we are living. I'm not sure if my dear colleagues in Obs and Gynae here have even heard of this, that just a speck today can predict the prevention of disease and the avoidance of somebody having come to the hospital. The great statement that Swami makes it whenever he builds hospital is, I hope and wish nobody falls sick and comes to this hospital. We must remember Swami's institutions are institutions that promote wellness. I'll leave you with another little experiment which I was startled which happens in our centers. I also saw some of the young ladies who do something in the form of yoga. Revered Swami, we do a program of just practicing the Chin Mudra in teaching children with heart disease to just put the index finger and the thumb together. And children who are so innocent imbibe this and they refuse to release both the fingers. And to the benefit of my dear brothers, Dr. Hiremat and Dr. Agarwalji and the rest of the cardiology team, saturations improved, hypertension came down, heart function improved, just by the practice of the yoga teacher teaching children. Now, Hiremat just mentioned to us how you don't have to be a cardiac surgeon to serve. The practice which Swami is teaching us of just the Chin Mudra in yoga today can improve heart function in children inflicted with congenital heart disease. Now, this is the amazing confluence of learnings that we will be practicing. Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences will promote first wellness in humanity. It will promote first well-being in people and hopefully and intently avoid people going to hospitals. Yes, hospitals are institutions that cure, but more importantly, hospitals are institutions that do not wish people to wish that they come to them. So on this sacred 6th anniversary, I want to just leave you with this, that the future is so exciting, leaving us with so much that needs to be known and done. Medical education in particular, or working in Swami's institutions, are so exciting. What makes working with Swami so alive, refreshing, and keeping the young in you is that they keep you so excited. Because there is never a dull moment. That like that boy who said that the patient is God. What a beautiful statement which he reversed from Vaidyo Narayana Hari to patient Narayana Hari. Look at that fresh thinking that he introduced to all of us. When that happens, you constantly are bringing out the best in you. And I think that is the secret of what Swami is doing for us. And that is the secret of a better, brighter, healthier future, which is in your hands. God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of everyone, I pray to Sadhguru for his benedictory message.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkham apnuyat. Sarla Memorial Hospital has this motto of Sarve Santu Niramaya, let nobody be sick, may all be healthy. But should one fall sick, unfortunately, this hospital stands to serve them without any conditions, without any considerations, without any expectations. That is the unique thing about this hospital. While they pray for the welfare of all, at the same time they are ever ready to serve anyone who needs their help. And just as Dr. Bali mentioned about that little boy whose father was unwilling to present himself to the hospital, even to sign the consent form, only out of the fear that he will be asked money and he wouldn't be able to pay. And that would be very embarrassing for a father whose son needs an immediate surgery. And what relief that father must have experienced when he would have been told that you don't have to actually pay anything. And not just you, any one of you, whoever it might be, does not need to pay anything to get the best of class surgery and medical help. That relief is my relief. That healing is my healing. That joy of that mother and father is my joy, and that is the joy that I work for. Our doctors, our nurses and paramedics, our staff, administrative, finance, infrastructure, maintenance, support services, gatekeepers, cleaners, electricians and plumbers, everyone who works for this hospital, as Srinivas ji said, that they are blessed to do that. It does not happen just like that. You did not just walk into this sacred premises by chance. No. It happens because of some prayer, some good, some punyam that you have done at some point in time, which has brought this opportunity to you in some way. We may be aware, we may not be aware of it. But the very fact that you are sitting here, or you are being treated here, or you are treating here, it's all because of that one punyam you have done at some point of time, some good to somebody. That has brought this opportunity to you. We should never forget that. On this 6th anniversary, which is again a significant moment in time, because the hospital, which was in its infancy for a long time, suddenly grew to become the medical college's teaching hospital and had to increase the number of departments, faculty, caseload, case mix, all kinds of requirements as per the norms. And it achieved an impossible feat in just a matter of 2 years. And that's definitely, the whole credit goes to this entire team of Sarla Memorial Hospital, which rose to the occasion to support the medical college's establishment. Especially Dr. Raghupati, who has had the experience of establishing medical colleges, but was extremely worried when he came to me first, because it was a long journey ahead, and this much to be done within such a short span of time of a year to establish a medical college seemed impossible. But let me tell you, they worked so hard, all of them, to make sure that they meet the required criteria to establish the college. I think that is one of the greatest achievements of Sarla Memorial Hospital in the last year. This year, as they buckle up to do more, as now we also have a CTVS department, and this department has been established with an idea. The idea is to produce our own surgeons, anesthetists, intensivists, our own ICU staff, our own nurses, paramedics who are trained in one of the finest skills of pediatric cardiac surgery. And they are going to be the ones who are going to be running our establishments across the world in pediatric heart care. It's just a matter of time. In a couple of years from now, so many of you will be a part of this global chain of hospitals. Sanjeevani, by name itself, means life-giving. And this is giving life to so many children from around the world. And the job of taking this mission forward is not Sri Srinivas's, not mine, it's yours. And when you take this honor seriously, with commitment and conviction, I'm sure we will be able to give life back to so many of those helpless children who are born to mothers who cannot do anything but see their child suffer, to fathers who are helpless in front of their financial or economic conditions, and they are unable to do anything for the children, to all of them you will be the saviors. And this system of hospitals, which is around the world, will be your platform to perform your duties. While at this point of time we look at our achievements, which are nothing short of a miracle in true sense. But miracles are so commonplace in our ashram that we don't even think they're miracles anymore. It's for an outsider who comes and says, oh, this doesn't happen often, this is a miracle. But for us, it's a normal way of life here. Every now and then these doctors send me a message. Swami, today a miracle happened. We expected this, we predicted, but something else it turned out to be. But somehow we managed to salvage the situation and the patient is doing very well, no problem at all. And I keep getting these messages from different departments who want to convey their joy, that how every day they experience something extraordinary. And I tell them only one thing. You are doing God's work. So when you offer yourself as an instrument to God, God takes over and He does whatever He wants to do through you. That is the beauty and the blessing that you have in this hospital, which you don't get everywhere else. And that's why such extraordinary things happen to such ordinary people. I have to thank everyone, including the devotees who support this cause from around the world. Without them, we cannot give all these things free. To the government, who also is a partner in providing health care to whatsoever extent, and to other NGOs, corporates who work hand in hand with us to ensure that we are running this hospital and we don't have to either reduce or remove any services. In fact, we keep adding on more and more services to our hospital. And every time a request comes from anybody, be it our staff or from a patient from some remote corner, for some facility, some healthcare requirements, I always think how else we can provide them this facility. What else can we do? Which other department can we start so that that patient also is not turned away? I know there are so many other problems, we cannot solve all of them. But as far as possible, as much as possible, we are trying our very best to help every patient who comes to our doorstep without turning them away. Yet the need is so big that it breaks my heart at times to know that there are so many patients waiting, especially if they are going through some critical disease like congenital heart disease. You never know whether the patient will be able to come back again to meet you and get the surgery done, if that is not done today, immediately. But then our limitations do not allow us to serve every patient. And that is why I need all of you. So that with 2 hands we can do so much, then with 1,000 hands here, we can do so much more for the world. And so each one of you has to rise to the occasion. And the faculty, those who work honorary, some of the very senior doctors you met today, who are offering their services honorarily to this hospital without charging anything. I don't pay any salary to any of these senior professors. They have just come to do service. And that is why we are able to run these hospitals so efficiently. Dr. Bali is one example, but there are so many more who just come here to serve. They have no desires, no ambitions, no personal agenda, no individual ideas. They just come here for doing good to everyone. And this is something that everybody should imbibe. Not that you won't be paid salaries, not that part. The part that you should be here to do good to everybody above your individual ideas and ambitions. That is something that every one of us has to learn through the examples of these great doctors who are serving over here. This year, definitely more work will be given to you because you are doing good work, so you will be rewarded with more good work. And I'm glad to say we started this program of Sai Swasthya, which is like outreach center, so that patients don't even have to waste that 1 day's wages to come and stand here in the queue to get their consultation. They can get the consultation at their doorstep, at their village, through the teleconsultation. And so once they are found needy and they need further intervention, they will be invited to the hospital to get further procedures done. But we do not want to waste their time by bringing them or making them stand in the queue all day just to get a consultation. So with that we started Sai Swasthya centers. I think 9 of them are there now, which are working around the various villages and towns. And in this year, I have given the target to Sai Swasthya team to develop 100 centers by next January across the country, not just in Karnataka. Each of these centers will cater to the local patients in their language, the way they understand. As he mentioned, there are patients who do not even know that something called a train exists. They are those as well. So to them, to talk to them in their language, help them understand, and then give them appointments so that they can come to get their surgeries done is something that we are going to do during this year. This apart, there are so many other hospital groups which are coming. I meet new people almost every day. They all come to ask us, how can we work together? We cannot open hospitals everywhere. But there are ready-made hospitals, and those people come and say, we are so inspired by your example of free service. We have a hospital, we want to offer it to your institution. Can you take it over and run it for free like you do here? And to all of them I tell, definitely working together, we can definitely achieve this. And now, I'm very glad to tell you that as we sit here, there are more hospitals opening by people who are inspired by our example. And all they're doing, they're building hospitals and then handing it over to us, saying, please take it over, Swamiji. Please send your people to run these hospitals in the right way. That is the future. So will you have enough work to do? Much more than enough work we will always have at your hands to do. And this chain of hospitals, which has started as a small venture from here, will grow into a global chain of hospitals, hundreds of hospitals under its wings, which will be serving thousands and thousands of patients every day. And this opportunity to be a part of this beautiful, glorious healthcare mission is yours. And that opportunity you should, as I mentioned in the morning, you should seize it, you should grab it with both the hands. Because not everybody gets this. Some punyam has brought you here, and that has made you be a part of this institution. So utilize this opportunity well. Coming year is going to be even more glorious. And year after year, it will grow strength to strength. 2 years down the line, a 400-bedded facility is going to come up over here. Much more work will be done. And year after year, new departments, new specialities will be added. And all this is there for all of you to learn and become specialists, become good healthcare professionals with this attitude that our patient is our God. And we are verily serving God when we serve the patient. With this attitude, we all have to work. To the management and the leadership team, please treat all the people in the hospital as your own family. That is how I treat all of them. And while we are so concerned about serving some unknown patient who comes from somewhere, let us be concerned about each other's welfare too. Let us smile and greet and ask each other whether we are doing well, whether there is anything that anybody needs within our hospitals and schools and colleges and the university, so that we can help them then and there. It's easy to help somebody who's not known to us, whom we do not know or whom we cannot judge. It is difficult to love somebody whom we know in and out. They always tell me when I go around, Swami, we love you, we love you. I say, that is very easy. You love each other and then you come back to me. Then you have achieved something in life. Loving me is no big deal. And that's no achievement at all. Love each other, knowing each other's faults, deficiencies, shortcomings. Still learn the habit or learn the ability to love each other. Then our institutions will remain strong. That culture of concern, not just for the patients, but for each other, is extremely important. On purpose, I have put medical students, nursing students, paramedical students, all in the same hostels. I could have put them in different hostels too, because they have different levels of or intensity of education. But I've put them together so that they learn to love each other, work with each other from today. So that when one day they all find each other in the operation theatre, they don't throw scissors and scalpels at each other. They know each other, they know each other's shortcomings as well, and they know how to overcome those individual barriers and boundaries and yet work together as a team. And that is the reason why you are all put together in one hostel to work with each other. Truly, this mission is divine, and anybody who joins this mission also becomes divine. As they say, this is a Ganges of service that is flowing. Anybody who takes a dip also gets sanctified. It is up to us to do what we can and sanctify our lives. The coming years are going to be very glorious. If I tell all these things, many of you may have to, like always it happens. Whenever I told before also things, and people thought that maybe Swami is a little, Not sure, maybe he's not in best of his mind today. They always doubt my intentions. But I have consistently proven them wrong. So going by my track record, you must believe whatever I say, whenever I say. And that's the great strength. When Narsimurti told me, Swami, how all this will happen? How will you build a medical college? And the minister who was the minister here, he came and scared our Narsimurti ji, saying that, you don't know what you are getting into. Even governments find it difficult to run such hospitals and colleges. Why are you getting into this? Who will support you? So he came trembling one day. Today he is not well. So he is not here. But he came and told, I am not getting sleep. I said, what happened to you? He said, because I am worried how all this will happen. You have gone and announced everything. And what will you do? How will you do? I told him, even I do not know how it will happen. I just know it will happen. That I know for sure. How exactly it will happen, we will figure it out. As we keep walking, the road will reveal. And this is the testimony of pure selfless thought. If you are selfless, you want to serve, you want to help people, all the power of God lies with you. Because God loves good people and He wants to do good to the people in the world. But He wants instruments to do good through. And when you offer yourselves in surrender and submission to the divine takes over and gives all His power, all His whatever abilities, skills, all His knowledge, all His wisdom to you and flows through you and achieves all these great things. As they say, woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. So we will not sleep. We will not settle down with one good hospital, one medical college and feel good about it, or we have achieved something nobody did in the world. This good will lead to more good. Many more colleges will come up, many more hospitals will come up. And who is going to run all this? Not him, not me, but who is going to be with me in this mission? All their lives, working with me. Some are unsure. I think this mission is too big, they think, but nothing is big for you. Believe you me, you have all the power and strength of God within you. This is what I tell. If you set your mind to it, if you believe you can do good to the world, and if you think selflessly, you will get everything that you need. You get my point? So please remind yourself that this is an opportunity that we can do so much good to so many people. In their good lies our good, and God will bless us with all that is required to run this place. And now in a short time, we also are having a cricket match in a couple of days from now. And imagine the greatest of the batsmen. And they are coming here because they want to appreciate this idea of a global family, that we are working for the welfare of all. In the month of April, I'll also be going to Fiji Islands. I'll take our DNB students with me and they will participate in an international medical mission from doctors from around the world, surgeons who are coming. And our DNB students will get a first-hand exposure how international teams work in such medical missions. So that is their opportunity. And soon I will also take our MBBS nursing, paramedical students. Those who have not been to our Raipur hospital, I'll take you all to Raipur also for a day or two to show you what we do there. And I'm sure our Dr. Srinivas will arrange all that at Raipur. I've taken many batches like this to Raipur. Raipur is my, Chhattisgarh is my birthplace, so I love that state nevertheless. And I have great affection for all the hospitals, but I have a special soft corner for our Raipur hospital. That was the first one, that's why. First baby is always special. All right. Sankranti is the transition time, as I always mention. It's from Dakshinayanam to Uttarayanam. The sun moves to the northern hemisphere. Likewise, we also should rise ourselves up. And what is our transition, our Sankranti? Give up your petty, individual, limited ideas that I am just a human, what can I achieve after all? And expand your thinking, expand your vision to believe that you are divine and nothing is impossible for you. That is true Sankranti, and I'm sure that is the Sankranti we should celebrate, not just on one particular day of the year, but every day of your life when you expand your vision, when you rise above your individuality to embrace divinity as your existence. and then all miracles happen. Your life itself will be nothing but a miracle, everyday miracle. With this blessing, and we have a short program from our students at Grama. Therefore, I conclude, and I will see you tomorrow again with blessings for Sankranti.
We will now have a short break for 10 minutes, after which we shall all reconvene for this evening's cultural program, a drama presentation on Saint Tyagaraja.